Hey, what is up, everyone? This is Matt from FryerPod.com coming back to you with another episode of Talking Food. So, been a while since I checked in. I wrote a couple of blog posts since I last saw you guys. And if you follow me on Instagram and maybe Twitter, you see that I've been playing some music and just trying to have some fun. But tonight, for Quarantine Thursday, doesn't really make sense or rhyme, but I'm making some Baja style fish tacos. So I grew up in Long Beach and there was a place still there, Taco Surf, and it was just one of those Southern California gems that served some really good fried fish tacos. And that's what I'm going to do for you today. So what I'm going to show you today is a simple breading technique. In traditional cooking, it's called Milanese style breading. Flour, egg wash, breadcrumbs. What I did here is very similar. I'll show you what I did. I'll turn the camera around and give you guys a lowdown on what's going on. So we're going to go right over here. Okay, alrighty then. So with Milanese style breadcrumb, you're gonna start with flour, egg wash, then breadcrumb. Let's do that again. Flour, egg wash, breadcrumb. And if you want to get really cool, then you go back to the egg wash and back to the breadcrumb. Makes it extra crispy, really good. Now you'll notice, I'm going to pan back over here. You'll notice that my flour mixture looks kind of funky. It doesn't look white. There's brown, weird color in there. And same thing, you're like, what is that? That is not an embryo. That's dry seasoning that's in there that is just kind of clumped up. And the same thing with the breadcrumbs. Now, I used gluten-free breadcrumbs. This is a gluten-free panko that I found at my local market. We have egg and almond milk, unsweetened almond milk. And I'm pretty sure that flour is gluten-free flour. So trying to make, for you folks that are gluten-free or have sensitivities or allergies, you can make it like this. For the rest of us, we can use regular flour, regular milk, regular breadcrumbs. But by all means, it's not really going to change the way that anything here tastes. And we're back. So right here, I've got some mahi fillets, and you can get upset with me and tell me bad things if you'd like, but these were frozen portions from Costco, IQF, and I just filleted them out. So these ones up here, I'm probably just gonna blacken in my cast iron skillet. I haven't made up my mind yet. We'll see how it goes with the breadcrumbs. So very simple. I'm gonna probably use my hand because it's easier and I'm trying to film. But boom, see that? Roll it in the flour, shake off the excess, roll it in the flour, shake off the excess. Boom. That. Boom. You can scoop it over. You don't need to. And there you have your one fish taco right there. What do you think? Pretty cool. So you see I have all these little beautiful mahi fillets for tacos breaded. And I've got my cast iron skillet over here. I started to drop one of the pieces of fish in just to see where we were at temperature wise. You'll notice I'm cooking on an electric stove, just what we have a lot, very, very common here in Utah. I tend to not use a thermometer. If you want to use a thermometer and you want to get a little bit more oil in there, keep it around 325 or so. Knock yourself out. I just don't do that, especially when I'm cooking at home. I can kind of gauge, and maybe it's just me being a dick, not trying to be, but I gauge just by what the bubbles kind of look like, if the oil's hot enough, and if the items start to get too dark, I adjust the temperature down, which seems to work fine for me. So I'm just doing this test piece here to see how things look. I'm going to grab my trusty tongs. We call that GBD, golden brown and delicious. And I'm going to get to frying. So there we are. From start to almost finish.